Artists Mummakin and Spender have just got together to release a duet album. It's called Golden Magnetic, and I'm joined with both of the guys now. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm good.
Yeah,
You're good?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little bit... Just did WOMAD, and you've got a little bit of a post-WOMAD slump.
Yeah.
But other than that,
It's hard to bounce.
It's hard to bounce
It's hard
back.
to come back to reality after WOMAD. But
Yeah, and like you've just had the Perth Festival as well, Mount Festival. It's busy times, but it's going to get even busier because the touring starts now as well. You've got a run of shows coming up, and you're also doing some club gigs end of April, start of May. And then it's a John Butler support as well throughout the States. So just busy times, looking forward to getting on the road.
Yeah, we love it.
Oh man, it's the best.
Yeah.
So we do a mix of either doing the duo shows, so when we're opening up for the John Butler Trio, we are just doing shows as a duo, which is how we wrote the songs. And then wherever we can at festivals in Australia and at our own club shows in Australia, we perform with choirs that we pick up as we go. So it's really great to have that sort of difference for ourselves, but also to be able to perform the works in different ways. But it's exciting.
Yeah, I saw some of the footage of you guys with the WAAPA tour.
Yeah, the Whopper Choir.
The Whopper Choir in Perth at the Perth Fest. So I guess you must be getting a massive buzz out of playing those choral shows as well, though.
Yeah.
When the sound of 28 or 25 people who've worked hard on all the parts, when they bring those parts in, it's a very exhilarating feeling. Yeah.
That's great. Well, the duet album, which is called Golden Magnetic, I really liked it. I've listened to it for quite a few times, and the thing that I noticed first is how well the vocals work together for the two of you. Was that something that you really wanted to take advantage of when writing the album?
Yeah, well, we've always loved singing together, so we're 17 years deep into a friendship.
Yeah.
It's like a prison sentence, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we get parole by the next album.
But one of the things we've loved the most in our friendship is to sing together, and we've always kind of shared our own kind of creative processes with each other, but also always shared our favourite music with each other, and taken any opportunity to throw our voices into the ring together. So this project was all about us writing songs that we could belt out together, and so it was amazing fun to pre-produce. It was really fun to record, and it's such a hoot to take it out on the road and either be singing it together or singing it with choirs. It's got a lot of kick in it.
There's also, there's something very liberating and so empowering about singing a harmony well with someone else and really smashing it. It's quite you feel bigger than just with some one part. It's kind of like
it really comes across in the record as well. You can really, and I'm sure even with the live performances and with the choir as well, all of the vocals together would be sounding amazing.
It gets big. It gets really big, and you can see it when we hit some of those big notes with the full choir. You can sort of see people in the audience
do a bit of
that. Kind of go like that, because there's not a lot of popular music in clubs, venues and festivals with a big vocal
section,
sound at the moment, so it's quite interesting to deliver that.
You must get a massive kick when you see the crowd react to something like that.
It's huge.
Well, it's cool because I think choirs in general were a massive part of human kind of gathering for millennia, and we've sort of stopped doing that really because not as kind of religiously bound as we used to be, and on a community level we don't get together to sing with our peeps anymore. So I think when our audiences see that occur on stage in a contemporary space with songs that aren't dealing with spirituality but dealing with desire and lust and those kind of different themes, I think it's really exciting to experience it because it's a really primal feeling. It's a really kind of hit you in the guts.
Yeah, you forget. Yeah. You really do.
You're talking about the fun of recording in the studio and working together. The video for Bird in Your Tree really shows that off. I think it's a great video. It goes with the process of you being in the studio together and when you're facing off against each other to record, as well as just mucking around in the studio. It gives off a great vibe. Was it always like that recording, or was there ever a bit of intensity when it came to putting the songs together? It was quite laid back.
I wish we could say we fought.
The only intensity was that there were times where we'd had too much coffee.
Too many coffees.
And also, there was some late night crunchy moments where it was like we had to just, we just had to get shit done by a certain time.
I remember some intensity as far as, like, one of the most intense moments I remember in recording this album was when we were doing Deep Below. The chorus section of that is a really massive vocal section, probably the largest vocal section I've ever recorded as far as my own vocal delivery.
Oh, yeah.
And Tommy was really pushing, like really pushing me. It was very late at night. It would have been, for singing, it was really late. It was like, would have been midnight, 1 o'clock. And he was really pushing me to deliver this particular type of energy in this vocal. And we were really in it together. Like, we were being like, okay, I'll try, okay, give me that. And he was pulling up all these really incredible YouTube videos of amazing orators that were speaking, like big inspirational speeches, like Martin Luther King. And
the pitch and
the pitch, like the energy of it had to be at this kind of fervour to it.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most intense moments, but it wasn't intense between us, it was intense, for us.
It
was a creative intensity. And that was really exciting. I think many times throughout the process we reflected on how much flow there was. Like, we would get in there and we would like knuckle down and work, 10, 14 hours days and just get it done. And that had a level of intensity to it that was really exciting to be kind of keyed into. Yeah,
there was a good sort of good cop, bad cop. No, that's not the right one. Yin yang, or like what I didn't do well, Danielle does well, and we could swap and go, hey, you take care of that. And we were we were up against quite a deadline. We'd really given ourselves this like kind of plan where it's like, let's just do it fast and just trust that whatever we do is what it is, and make it sound like us where we are right now, and not try and make it kind of overblown and overproduce, overcook ourselves. So a lot of that meant that there would be times when I was editing or mixing and Danielle was on the couch in headphones writing all the choir parts into a separate computer, and then we'd merge the sessions, and or Danielle would kind of go into admin mode and be emailing all the new demos to all the different people that need to, just as I was sending them to her. So like it was this kind of quite effective team happening, which you can't do by yourself. You're just in creative mode, and then suddenly tomorrow, I've got to send some emails, but we managed to.
It was really incredible, actually.
Well, I mean, you'd worked together before in the past, mainly on the Mum Kin stuff as well.
Yeah, the musicians.
The magician's daughter.
I was going to bring that up next.
The motion's daughter.
So why did you then decide to go in like duet mode with working together instead of like working on Danielle's record? What was the reason to sort of...
Well, it was that, for me, it was the realisation that that you make... the economy of timing and working with what you already have and what's there, that felt like that would give us the momentum, as opposed to going, we have to create this really complicated thing. We both live on opposite sides of Australia, so there's that sense of whatever we do has to be really simple and very elegant and efficient. And I was like, the quickest way to do that is if it's just the two of us in the band. So we're like, it's just going to be us two.
It's going to be us two. And we, in the beginning, we didn't even know what that would look like. Like when we had the songs written, we still didn't know how we were going to perform them. So we had this body of work, and we literally got together at my house in Margaret River, and Tommy was like, so... how are we going to...
What instruments
what are we doing?
are we playing?
Are you playing uke? Are you playing keys? Am I playing bass? And I was like, I really want to play drums. He was like, cool, I really want to play electric guitar. And we literally got on our two instruments and started playing out those songs that we'd kind of co-worked. And the sound was very... I remember actually my husband John was out in the... out building a chicken coop. And he came in at one stage, he was just like, this is sounding unbelievable. He's going, I'm like, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm playing a drum kit backwards. Like it just kind of clicked very quickly. And the footage that you see in Bird of Your Tree of us facing each other, that was 5 days spent of pre-production at Bakehouse Studios, where we literally just blasted the songs at each other for 5 days, and
whatever didn't stick was not meant to be there.
Yeah. So, and that really defined how we then went and recorded. And we called back on that session, listened
all
back
the
to,
time.
wait a minute, where was I hitting the tom in that section? It's like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So we made all the production decisions, most of the production decisions in that space.
That's right.
It seemed quite organic.
Yeah, we wanted to deliver something. Yeah, you know that thing of, sorry to
No.
It's like both of us have been down the path of creating a body of work that is very complicated and detailed, and it was like, that's all well and good, but if we wanted actually to do this project, it has to be simple. Like the very core of it has to be strength in simplicity and no fuss. Just like, this is us.
And then
very
there was
honest.
room for the choir.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the other thing. It's like, let's shelve the choir idea, because we had that idea really early. Let's actually shelve that. Let's make a body of work between us that really screams us. And we knew what that was going to feel like. And also, it's really rare to sing harmonies with someone at the pitch that we kind of do. Like, as far as the energy that we do. Often harmonies are sort of sung in more of a kind of
a close.
Close and intimate tone.
Like
there's songs where we're belting, like screaming out harmonies.
Screaminies.
Screaminies. So we really wanted.
We just coined that.
That's
just history, right?
We'll hashtag or trademark or whatever the kids do these days. One of the things, my favourite song on the album is probably Dotted Line, and that to me sounds like it would have been one of those simpler songs to my untrained ear, but in putting it together, because it does sound really, it's got a lot of soul, it's got a really infectious rhythm to it, but it doesn't seem like it's overproduced. It seems like it was just really bare bones, but just put together well. Was that the case? And how have you found the reaction to that song in your festival show so far?
Well, my first experience with that song was, it was a demo that Danielle had sent me that she'd done on GarageBand. So that rhythm was always there, that kind of skipping, almost hip hop, but then this kind of skipping. It's almost like a three-wheel bike kind of rhythm. It just kind of it's interesting. You can't fall over, whichever way it goes, it kind of keeps
catching itself.
I like the way it does that. So that we already, just the nature of that demo informed that it was going to be a banger as far as bangers go on our album. But it just is like, I'm a huge fan of tune yards, and I heard all the vocalness of it and the kind of playfulness, and I suddenly production-wise, I was like, this is a kind of a playful schoolyard kind of dance thing. No other instruments other than drums and vocals as well. It's
so fun live. It's so fun just to belt out a song that's just a chant.
It's a chant.
To have a chant.
And it's fun with the choirs because it's very playful. Like, they really get to sort of show off all these different parts that they don't normally probably. It's less like singy than choir songs. They get to actually just be like, yell
to the back of
yell, yell,
it's so fun.
That's great. And the crowd in Womadelaide really got onto that as well?
Got into it. We actually did a workshop in Womad, a choir workshop, and we had about 700 people.
700 people
turn up
in 4-part harmony.
And we split them up into soprano, alto, tenor and bass parts. So we had people standing next to strangers. That was a really important part of it for us. And they were only the ones that were choosing to sing. And so we taught them as the section of Air Between Us, the breakdown. And we had 1 hour with this 700 people, and it was such an amazing experience. All of these people singing that section back to us. It was so wild. Why am I telling this story?
Because it's talking about Womad and choirs.
And what they were, And so then so many of them came to the next show at the main stage, and just seeing their faces in the audience doing like,
That's awesome.
Really awesome.
That's great. Well, the tour kicks off at the moment, and you've got as I mentioned before, shows late April, early May. The album Golden Magnetic. Yes, I did get that correct. I thought I said Golden. I did. Golden Magnetic.
I think it's
Golden, fantastic.
Golden is also magnetic.
Yes.
But Golden.
There are magnets in Goulburn.
And Peaches
and Peaches. Millions.
All for free. Well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for having a chat, and
Thanks,
all the best on the upcoming tour.
Thanks so much, Steve.
All right.